Hope you're having a good day. Back at it again. Today, in this video, I'm going to break down a few things, how I managed risk horribly today, how I almost took a massive loss, but how I ended the day up $70, and why. And by no means am I considering this a green day for me, and why I'm just going to take this as a red day. So right now, I'm up a little over $950.26, still working towards that 3K goal. Nasdaq had an open range high from 16,642 all the way down to 16,581. After we got rejected a few times after breaking above that open range resistance, we had this strong sell-off. Now, I'm going to just make this very clear, guys. I averaged up in the worst way possible. So, like you guys know, I like to wait for a break, an open, and then a retest. If we don't get that retest and we get the consolidation, then I like to wait for a lower low. Well, as you guys can see, the moment we hit below this 562, I went short, and then we had a strong bounce. Once I saw that we were I'm going to show you guys just so that way you guys can see what I was thinking. When we had this strong candle like this candle right here, when it pushed up to around 584, I was like, oh man, I was like, this is the retest I've been waiting for. And I was already in the red by around like $180, and I was getting really close to taking a loss and just saying it is what it is. But then I decided, you know what? We're retesting. Let me average up because direction is still going in my favor. We did hit a new low, and when I got in, I got filled at around 570. So I really didn't get in at a good position like I wanted to. And by the time we did push up to around 588 to test this EMA, I was down a little over $600 at this point. Then what I did though was I did sell one contract, sorry, just to sort of like keep my losses smaller. And at that time I was down like maybe $300. And then once we finally broke below, I actually went short again. I got into another contract. So at that point, I was up two contracts. And then we finally started to pull back, retested it how I exactly wanted. And then once we started to sell off, that's actually when I got out when we tested this 557. And I only got out at the 557 was because that was where we bounced off before. By the time I sold, I was up $70. I made like a little over $400 on that contract, but it basically just sort of like broke even for me. There's a few things I can learn from this trade, and that's just at the end of the day, like, and this is like the difficult part, guys, is like right here we did consolidate and we did hit a new low. So I had validation to go short. We hit a new low, we consolidated, cool. Direction's going in my favor. Continuation. Perfect. But as you guys can see, we had a strong bounce. Tried to recover a little bit. Got up to like 591. Got rejected at the EMA 3 different times. Excuse me. And, like there's like, besides averaging up, there's really not much that I could have done differently. Simply because I did have complete validation of why I put myself into position of risk. I had everything I wanted. I had that break. I had that open. We did consolidate, even though we didn't get that retest. We consolidated, hit a new low, which showed continuation on the downside. And I got in, and I just got in at a horrible price point. And, when we started to push up, I got in again just to sort of just to give me a better price range. And it sort of did end up biting me in the ass. And I was so close to taking over a $600 loss, guys, just from one single trade. And this is why, I'm so big on not averaging up unless direction's going in your favor. Let's say, I would have averaged, let's say I would have got into a contract right here, guys. The moment we break below and we would have retested right here, that would have actually been a decent reason to get into another contract and average up, then pull back. But at the end of the day, guys, I'm still working on averaging up and averaging down when it comes to contracts with futures. It is a little bit tricky compared to when I trade with like TQQ and SQQQ. So that's really it for the day, guys. I am up $950. If you guys got any questions, please comment below, like and subscribe. I hope you guys enjoy this video. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Yeah.